Welcome back. A white guy eats a bolo bow.
A million views! A million views!
Hi, I'm a white guy.
First time.
Say that you invented it. Say your culture made it.
My culture made this, and I want to share it with all of you. So we just take a bite?
Yeah, it's really good though.
That's a full stick of butter right there. You see that?
What?
You missed
Oh,
the
I've
stick
had
of
this
butter.
before. Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
What would you give it out of 10?
What's in there?
I would give it a 6.
6.
That's it.
Just 6.
I'll give it a 6.3.
6.3.
This is one of your favorite foods?
Tastes like a donut.
No, it's not one of my favorites, but that's only a 6.
Tastes like a donut. 6.3.
6.3. It's not bad.
It's because he has a
white
white
guy.
taste buds.
Yeah.
First of all, this is like the most boring donut you could get.
What?
Just
Number
saying.
one, it's not a donut.
What's it akin to then?
Steve needs Lucky Charms on it or something.
Yeah, I need like a fucking piece of cake on
You
top.
need Red Bull on it.
There's a Pop-Tart on it.
This doesn't. I wouldn't like get this a bunch. No. All love to the bolo bow lovers out there.
Thing about like Chinese desserts is I feel like they're not really
time.
That's a Chinese dessert?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
You don't like any Asian desserts?
I actually don't. And this is so.
Not even like
people
mango
are gonna-
sticky rice?
No, that one's probably the best one. No, all the green tea fucking ice cream stuff. Go fuck yourself. It's so boring. There's no taste or flavor to any of that shit. It's also
what about
light.
even like mochi?
I'm too American for this shit.
Asian, pastries and desserts are way lighter than like.
They're like healthy kind of like they try to make them like less sweet all the time.
It's like eating a marshmallow.
Beans in a bowl.
What about like jeba mao, man?
Wow, man.
It's probably light to him too.
But you look at it, you look at jebama, like what's in it?
Beans?
Grass jelly, yeah.
Stuff, yeah.
Chinese people, Asian people love beans in their dessert. You know?
Exactly. When I was a kid, we were going to fucking Dairy Queen, dude. You can't give me like things that have light flavor compared to like just getting flavor attacks.
Deliciousness.
Made in a lab.
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
You just can't compare a Blizzard. Dairy Queen Blizzard.
That's true.
Exactly.
You put it upside down.
You know,
and
like
it won't
fucking
come out,
chocolate
okay?
mousse or whatever. It's all light and shit. He's been eating fucking McFlurries his whole life.
American and Mexican desserts are the most sweetest, and then like Asian and then European are less.
This is kind of like a Mexican.
We got delicate mouths, I think.
Delicate mouths.
Yeah.
What's a Mexican dessert?
Flan.
Yeah, exactly.
Churros.
That's decadent.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's more
Tres
decadent.
leche.
They put sugar on something that's already sweet. That's Mexican dessert.
There's Asian style flans that's less thick in consistency. That's really good.
See, it's less thick, less sweet, less everything.
But I'll say this: you give someone that's never had a Japanese cheesecake before, you give them a Japanese cheesecake, and they eat it, they're gonna be like, "This is not cheesecake."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get that reaction a lot.
Soft.
And by
Yeah,
the
no,
way,
it's good, but I just said like to normal people that think about.
if you've had a New York cheesecake and then you go back from there, fuck off.
No way.
You can't.
You know what I found out why? Is because
You know what I found out why?
our genetics, we sense sweet way higher by like a huge percent.
That's
So
why we're all risk at type 2 diabetes, probably. Huh?
There you go.
Well, I feel like a lot of
we
Asians.
have a lot of carbs.
If we eat less sweets?
I feel when I did my 23andMe, they said I was at high risk for type 2
damn.
diabetes, and I'm 99% Chinese, dude. I'm the purest one of all of
Do
you.
Asian Americans have a much lower life expectancy than Asians?
Nah.
You just live in America with the food.
in his head, dude.
You have Wi-Fi?
We do. Asian Americans.
I think Americans in general.
Our diets are worse, right?
I think we get bigger, we die quicker.
You think so? We die faster in America than in fucking Philippines?
Probably.
They're malnutrition.
No, man.
That's different.
Well, you can't go to the literal.
How about like Okinawa or something?
Maybe our like the medical services and medication prolong
Versus Okinawa.
not like in a healthy way.
Okinawa's live like 100 something.
I think you can tell if you go Okinawa versus Hawaii, because then the diet is different.
The higher you go in the mountains in the Asian regions, I heard that those guys live a long time. Because I watch only movies.
And they do kung fu in the mountains.
Yeah, dude.
They're training all the
The
time.
guys wearing those robes, they live forever.
Hey, I heard that the Blue Zone shit was bullshit, dude.
Really?
You're the one who talks about blue zone shit the most.
But that's because I do the most research on that shit.
What's Blue Zone?
What's the myth buster?
So blue zones are dense areas of centenarians.
What's a centenarian?
They live.
I got you. What's a centenarian?
What is
What
dense?
kind of animals
the
that?
triple digit motherfucker.
Like hella people in that community that's 100 years old.
Like Loma Linda.
Yeah. Loma Linda's one, Sardinia's one, Okinawa's one. And I think
they're all just
there's
lying?
a place in Costa Rica.
Costa Mesa.
Costa Rica.
They're all by the water.
How's it a lie?
What's the bullshit part?
A lot of them fucking have like insurance and welfare fraud where they just keep collecting on people and saying
Oh, shit. It's the Doge shit where they're like seeing people that are 500 years
that
old.
on the records they're like, oh, there's 120-year-old. Man, that bitch was dead at 75.
Dang. What
So that's one.
In all of those areas?
Well, that's what they're starting to find out. That, hey, wait a minute. It's not that many old people. I mean, Okinawa has a fuck ton of old people for sure, but...
So Loma Linda's a city full of scammers?
That makes sense.
Scammers.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I think they actually have old people, a lot of old people in Loma Linda.
Are you myth busting? You're a myth buster?
No, I think so. No.
Dude, Vegas is hella old people, brother.
Yep, but they go there to die.
Yeah. But they drive like shit.
Yeah.
Like we're talking
I've
like,
never seen so many people hanging on to dear life, smoking a cigarette, playing slot machines.
Yo.
keeps you young, I
That is
think.
like-
Keeping them alive, right?
Yeah.
Something.
Dude, they look like a fucking prune just chilling with a cigarette.
It's my favorite.
It's kind of sick.
That probably does help keep you alive. In your mind, you're just like, it's just one more.
One more pull. I'm so close.
Yeah.
They're having fun at least, versus staring at the wall
That's true.
in a
The thing
corner of a
about
house.
this machine is it hasn't hit yet in a while.
Yeah.
Are you guys actually have you played bingo out there yet? I think we should go.
I'm so
I
down.
do think we should go.
Cause I was looking at, I'm like, man, I haven't played bingo since I was like 8. I'm down.
Dude, I just got a hook up of a guy who sports bets for a living, dude.
What?
Yeah, and he's
For a living?
he's done very well. Yeah, he does sports bet for a living.
Are we
He was-
following bets?
Teach us the
He
ways.
was
Yeah.
showing me his spreadsheets and shit like that.
So what does he bet on?
He bets on everything, dude. It's the dream life.
That
He
is a
wakes
bit-
up like it's like Cinderella. He opens the fucking curtains and he gets the sports bet all day.
Is he just like at the sports book and like those back tables with the little light and he's just got a whole booklet and stuff with the horses?
He can go there, but he does it from his laptop. Like in the morning, he has his coffee and he fucking goes and bets on like 100 games and shit.
Whoa. Wow.
Absolute G. Yeah.
That sounds gangster.
Stressful.
No. This guy's chill as hell, dude.
Yeah.
And he's like 6'9". He's like the tallest person I've ever seen.
Do you think that shit's like at that point you're even watching the games, or is it just like a beautiful mind? You see stats and numbers.
So me and Nikki were at his place with his wife, and he was, I was late there, getting there because we were watching the Laker game, and he was like, I was telling my wife like, were you just watching the Laker game? I was like, you got me. Like, how'd you? He's like, oh well, yeah, I bet on it, and I'm like, you weren't watching it? And he's like, I watch all that stuff later or whatever. Like, he just looks at his spreadsheets.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Does he do UFC fights?
Is
does all
gonna
of it.
teach you?
I mean, I'm gonna like make him.
You're gonna be friends.
Yeah, over time.
Making.
I met this guy. He's not as crazy, but he bets mainly on fights. And what he does, like on the same fight card, he'll do 3 different parlays. Because based off of the odds, if this one loses, then this one will cover the loss of this, and like kind of like how like when you're like playing like poker, you kind of calculate odds and probability. He bets purely off that, so he doesn't even care about which fighter he likes. He's just betting purely odds, and then how to also save his losses in case something happens.
That's exactly what this guy does.
I'm like, that's great.
That's exactly what this guy does.
Save your losses if something happens.
Because of it's like, so some it pays 1 to 15, but that one pays like 1 to 10. And if you cover this fight, this one will he'll have one Hail Mary one where if he loses $200 here, but because he bet $5 here, it'll make 10 G's.
Oh, okay.
So the 10 G's will cover the whole thing.
They're not even looking at the teams; they're looking at the numbies.
Yeah, just numbies.
All numbies.
Dude, some of the
numbers.
bets that these guys do that like a really high percentage is like, I think this guy's good, but I feel like he's only gonna win 1 round on the scorecard. And they'll put like a couple bucks on that, and that shit will hit.
But at that point, you're skillful at the craft versus just looking at numbers, right?
No, but they're also like these guys. Like I just joined this like sports betting thing for fights because they have all these tools. They have like these fight simulators where you can put it in, like based on their stats, you put it through a simulation like 10,000 times, and you'll see who wins every single time.
Whoa.
And it's pretty interesting. So it's like based on looking at that and then watching the events of the fights that play out, you're like, damn, these guys can actually figure this out a lot
Did
better.
you join this because your guilt finally caught up with you over the
Boys,
last
we're
year?
gonna
We all
make
got
money. We're not gonna lose anymore.
What's the
okay?
next one? What's the next one?
JDM and Bilal.
This year.
I want
JDM
to.
and Bilal. That's what we're gonna bet on.
That felt so real, dude.
What,
That felt
dude?
really real.
What'd you say?
Yeah. I need a fucking win right
We
now.
won once this year.
Hey, we won a couple times last year because of Bart.
Yeah,
Last year. That was a whole year ago.
Come on, Q2, baby.
Q2, baby. I know. Q2's in the
We were on a good streak.
Q3, Q4 is
And then
ours.
now we're on a bad streak.
Yeah,
right,
can we
brother.
win one?
And I just throw money at you guys, but the decisions haven't been the greatest.
Okay, so NBA games,
Yeah.
right? They're going to playoffs. Are you betting on? Are you looking into action on this?
I already bet on my Pacers, baby.
But you guys also have a bet that the Lakers
Yeah,
are
we
going to
bet
win.
the Lakers plus 2,000 beginning
2,500.
Beginning
Plus
2,500 at the beginning of the season. Now they're plus 600.
You asked your boy about that. What did he say?
My boy thought it was tight, but he's just a numbies guy.
say
So
it, yeah.
it's like talking to an autistic person. He
He's like,
doesn't,
that's not.
have emotions about it.
He's like, that's not a good question.
He's like, great. Cool. You know, it's like shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, shit. Like,
You felt small after.
Yeah, you just feel like.
Yeah, I was just joking. I was like,
whereas normally, like, you know, with you guys and like when I tell normal people this shit, they're like, whoa, plus 2,500, that's sick. This guy's like, wow. Great.
sounds like you just wasted money.
You know what I mean? It's like
There's a better bet.
But those are the guys that actually make money.
No, for real.
Yeah.
That's who you gotta talk to, though.
We're too emotional. We're just like, let's roll.
But those are
let's ride with our boys.
it's also less fun with those guys too.
Yeah.
We like the story and all that stuff.
But Anthony needs a win. We all need a
Maybe
win.
the betting's not the fun part. The having the money after is.
Let's have some money.
I do like the
We
part
haven't felt that in so long.
What's that like?
where we go like we bet on the Daggies. We don't care. We bet on the Daggies. We don't even look at the card. We bet on the Daggies. Shit like that. I can't. I can't not love it. I can't not love it.
Daggies did fail us.
They failed us hard.
That was a tough one, though.
I will brag.
They lost to Georgia.
I did last weekend finally win one bet this year.
Would you win?
What'd you bet?
I bet on the Masters golf tournament.
Whoa.
You bet on Rory?
I did bet on Rory. Wasn't that crazy?
My man, that was insane.
Who's the favorite? So tell us about
How
the
much
bet.
you make? How much you bet? How much you make?
I only bet $20, but I made $150.
Let's go.
Favorite going in was last year's guy, right?
Scotty
Scotty
Scheffler. Yeah.
But that was like at the beginning of the year shit.
Okay, so we're talking about story. I know you guys are into golf because you guys think it's like wimpy gay shit, but
I like golf.
thank you. Okay, but basically the reason why. Shut the fuck up. The reason why this is a big one, right, is because Rory McIlroy has been like world number one at one point, but this is the guy who has won. There's 4 main championships, and if you like get all 4 championships at one point in your entire career, that's considered a grand slam. Out of every professional golfer in the world, there's only been 5 people to ever do it.
And those ones, they all occur every year.
No. It's like it's very difficult. Tiger Woods has done it 3 times.
So if you get 4 in your lifetime, that's already good.
It's the grand slam of tournaments, right? Rory's had 3 of them for like 11 years almost, right? And so he's like fallen off. There's been a lot of just like, this guy was great, but maybe he'll never do it, yada yada.
It's the 4th one.
This was his 4th and last one, and it's the hardest tournament. It's the most prestigious golf tournament like of all time. This is like the one Masters tournament.
Dude, in my
Augusta.
neighborhood, there's people flying Masters flags. Like, it's a big deal to the olds, dude. The olds
they love it.
The olds go crazy about the Masters.
This guy became the 6th person to ever do it, and again, his story is tough because he's just burdened a lot of stuff. He was like on the PGA board. Anyways, what had happened was he goes and he actually goes, and it's a 4-day tournament. He gets to the first ranked spot, first place, all throughout, and then he starts choking, which he's done before.
They call him choke artist before.
He's started choking again, so it's kind of like, oh no, right? Like he's gonna
History's
miss the
repeating.
opportunity one more time. He goes in, and then by the time he finishes it, he ends up tying with this other guy. So they have to go into a playoff because he like missed the putt again. So you go into a playoff.
Playoff, like a one-on-one?
Yeah, it's just a one-on-one with whoever you tied, and it's sudden death.
If you
the
look on
first person.
the card, it's like it says T for tied next to their names.
Oh, shit. No?
Crazy, dude.
You lied to me, dude.
And so,
T for testosterone.
so they go into a playoff, and the Masters is a crazy event because out of all the sporting events in the world, they don't allow phones in it. So that means you also have everybody who's there just watching. The energy is completely different.
I actually like that.
Did you watch him steal that guy's phone?
No, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, there was a part where Roy stole a guy's phone because he was on his phone. You can't have your phone.
No, shut the fuck
Yeah, he
up.
walked up to like some teenager, grabbed his phone, and walked away. I'm dead serious.
hilarious.
Dead ass, as the kiddos say.
That means he's not fucking lying, dude.
So he goes into the playoff, and literally in the first one hole of sudden death, he's able to birdie it. But like the craziest part is
What's birdie mean? You gotta talk to him like
it's a good
that.
score. It's a good score.
basically he gets 1 under when the guy gets a par, so he gets 4 strokes, but he got it in 3 strokes, so he wins the sudden death. But the point is, once he hits this last putt, and he sinks it in. He falls to his knees and he just starts like bawling because this is such a huge moment for him, and everyone's screaming.
Wow.
And by the way, the
third play.
picture that I saw of that was taken by Ken Griffey Jr. Not kidding, because apparently he's like a sports photographer now.
What?
Yes. He was at the
What the hell, Steve?
Ken Griffey Jr. was at the Masters and he took the picture of him of Rory on his knees.
Whoa.
Yeah, one of the pictures.
He was an artiste.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was
a big moment.
It was a huge moment. He literally falls to his knees like Tiger. Immediately he's like posting online stuff too, like welcome to the club, because like he's the 6th golfer in history to ever hit the Grand Slam.
Did you fall to your knees when you saw that 150 hit your bank account?
I was texting all my buddies. I was like, I made $125 finally. I'm now only negative 6,000 this year.
What made you bet on him that he'll win that?
A lot of it comes down to the story too, because you're just like
See, we're not number bettors, we're story bettors.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
bet the Daggies.
It's funner that way.
It's like us betting on Alex Pereira, even though like you're sitting there and you're like, he might lose this one, but we like him.
I believe in him on the second one. His comeback's gonna be good. He just fucked up.
I thought we never lost money with Alex Pereira until this last one.
Because we didn't bet on the Daggy. He fought a Daggy.
But that's because we bet on the Daggies last time we
Daggy
lost.
fucking lost.
See, we go back and forth on our own shit.
That's why we gotta stay true. Always bet black, right?
You gotta
always-
stay
You
true.
stay. You gotta stay.
stay
with-
true.
We need a stat autist guy that can just give us the fucking thing.
I got this website, dude.
All right.
I'm gonna be the guy.
Let's
do it.
What are we betting?
I know a guy who's pretty smart.
Because remember, anytime you go and root for the guy that you emotionally like is when we lose.
That's when you lose. But how do we take our emotions out? The problem is that we kind of, most of us here like sports, and how do you take it out?
the story. Yeah.
Can't take it out.
Don't bet on it for that.
I know.
Now we have.
I think, the betting makes it actually fun. It does make it, yeah.
Dude, this is the dumbest bet of the year probably. I was dunking for no reason at all. Like I want to bet the Pacers. I was like, Pacers gonna win this, no problem or whatever. And then I told Anthony, I was like, I just rolled that into Pacers win the whole thing or whatever. And Anthony, I never heard him more unimpressed in his life. Like he's basically like, you just pissed away $50, dude. Like you fucking idiot. But I don't like. But once again, I have to ride because it's just fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
But what's more fun is when you win.
It'll be sick if I turn $50 into 5Gs.
That is pretty sick.
But that means $50 and 5Gs. Nobody thinks the Pacers are gonna
Because
win.
literally nobody thinks that.
But they might have like a miracle.
No, yeah, exactly. I think this just came out the other day. It's like less than 1% of cards put the Pacers even bet on the Pacers to win at all. So yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But it's just fun, dude. Yeah.
Because there might be a miracle, and if it happens, it's what a great story.
You've got your money on it.
Yep.
But then you're waiting on a miracle. Ouch,
Yep.
ouch. Always feels bad.
Yeah.
The Lakers are gonna win, dude.
I hope so,
Lakers
man.
5.
Lakers for sure gonna win.
Lakers are playing who? What is it in a couple days?
Houston? No. Timberwolves.
Is that the story talking or the stats talking?
That's right.
The stats are looking favorable for them to do well, and then from there, you're not banking on a miracle. You're just hoping that
They could pull together.
they just do what they're capable of. Versus like Indiana Pacers, you're literally like,
It's a religious state.
yeah.
It's a religious state.
Who's the top pick of all the teams right now?
Stats is really weird
Celtics.
because some people who like have like the best stats, like their weakness is like this team, just because of the way that they're. Yeah.
Oh, because
That's a
Lakers
good
got
thing.
Austin Reeves and Luca right now.
Yeah, Austin's
balling out.
LeBron is doing a really great job with a Luca on the.
LeBron carried them throughout the playoffs last year, dude.
Yeah.
And Luca's gone to the playoffs without having like a LeBron support.
Yeah. So, but it's gonna be interesting to see how they like can pull it together because they're still a new team, right? Like they've only had the beginning of the year to play with each other.
It's whole new chemistry, but it's crazy. I mean, JJ Redick, his last thing that he coached was like a freaking volunteer varsity like kids basketball team, and now he's the Lakers head coach and won 50 games.
Have you guys watched Luca play?
Yeah.
Dude, he's fun.
He's great. You know who else won 50 games?
It's Clippers.
The Pacers, baby.
Come on, that's a big deal.